it's, there's no getting around it. Safe spaces, I don't think so. It's not going to happen. There's been this whole idea, I think, over the last 10 to 15 years that we can find safe spaces so that we can heal and create containers for ourselves. And in some senses, that may be true very temporarily if you have the right conditions, the right people, the right money, the right funding, the right, whatever it may be. And in reality, everything is a safe space, because safety has nothing to do with whether or not you are going to live or die. Safety has nothing to do with whether or not you are going to be accepted or rejected. It has nothing to do with whether you are welcome or unwelcome. It has nothing to do, you're not going to ever get a sense of belonging from anyone else. You're never going to belong to anything, right? So safety has to do with belonging, has to do with being a part of something, being protected. And the way that has been done has been within groups, within tribes, within any kind of defined boundary of some amount of people that separate and differentiate themselves from the people outside based on whatever you want, whatever, skin, color, financial status, economic class, socioeconomic class. There's literally a million different ways that people can group each other. I'm not going to get into the detail. My point is, without getting into the weeds, is that true belonging and true safety and safe spaces depend on none of those things. And if you ever want to feel safe, you're going to have to feel safe when there are bombs falling down on your city. You're going to have to feel safe when your best favorite family member is being murdered right in front of your very eyes. Like, you're going to have to feel safe in all those situations. And it's not easy to do, and it's not something most people are going to be able to do. But, there's no other way around it. There's no other way to actually feel safe. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't strive to get whatever it is that you need in order to feel like you have what you need for yourself and that that's good for you. It's just that self-centered view is no longer viable, in the sense that it never really was viable to begin with. But we built up this society based on, 10,000 years ago, we were like, wow, we can actually store our grains that we've decided to invent how to grow, and now we have grains that we can grow and they can keep us healthy and safe. Well, for me, I'm gluten intolerant, so fucking grains, that didn't work out. But for those of you who it did work out, the bread, the wheat, you're able to store that wheat and keep it in castles and protect it with swords and shields and armor and fucking trebuchets and bow and arrows and fire and oily pitch and burning alive skin, flesh, all of this stuff, so you can keep your wheat stored behind the castle walls. Where am I going with this? I'm just saying, you're not, in this day and age, that shit's not going to fly. It's just not going to fly anymore.